Good afternoon. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome to parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, faculty, extended family and friends, and of course, welcome to the Capstone Academy class of 2024. Seniors, you're about to be high school graduates. You're entering a new world, either into college, the job market, a gap year before either one. What will you carry with you? More generally, what have you discovered or rediscovered during your time at Capstone that you want to carry with you as the world opens its arms to you in the coming years? I suggest you bring with you the willingness and capacity to build bridges, that you carry forward qualities that are hallmarks of a great and good education. Be curious, always, while maintaining skepticism so you don't believe everything you read or hear. Bring empathy so you can see the world through the eyes of others. And bring passion so you have something that makes you excited to get up in the morning other than coffee. It's not all rainbows and unicorns out there all the time. Yes, life moves on us. Things shift. Disruptions occur. Economies vacillate. The sturdy life we think we have, upon closer examination, can seem more like a fragile house of cards than one would like to admit. If this is true, the question then becomes, how do we become the kind of people who know how to handle whatever life throws at us? How do we learn to think on our feet and navigate the terrain we never expected to traverse? Your next steps can be a little scary, but also exciting and rewarding. Your parents share many of the same emotions you have right now. Emotions of fear, hope, humility, and pride. Will my child be safe? Will he make new friends? Will she miss home? These fears are real, and you certainly have similar fears. I urge you to listen to those fears, but don't let them freeze you, because that's where the hope comes in. We hope you will be happy. For your parents, starting with the awe of birth, we create these perfect little humans, and it's humbling for parents as we see our children blossom and thrive into new, big humans, impressive humans. Your parents are proud of you, whether you're dancers, athletes, artists, students, scholars, or something just unique to you. It is that genuine you that brings all of us pride. But most of all, and especially at life events and celebrations and ceremonies like this one, we parents feel tremendous pride. We're very proud of you. So how do you go about living and learning with fear and hope and humility and pride? Let me use the analogy of a bear emerging from hibernation. This time of your life is much like the time when a young bear cub leaves the den for the first time, and then every year moving forward. Like the hibernating bear, awakening from the comfort and safety of his den, you are emerging from your den, from your home with your parents, your room, your Capstone friends, your teachers, your safety and comfort zones. But here's the important part of the analogy. As he emerges, the bear has one objective: feast. It is your time to feast. Feast on the new opportunities. Feast on the continued education and learning. Feast on new relationships, new surroundings, and all the myriad of things that college experience and beyond can afford you. Feast on it. Jump in, participate, join, live life, make new friends, learn new things, change the world, or at least change your world. Listen to the fear, but don't let it freeze you. Feast. One of my hopes for you is that because of your time at Capstone Academy, you have the proclivity to feast, to ask questions repeatedly if need be, and that you have the ability to find those answers. Feast. My hope is that you are in a better position to answer not only the age-old question of what is the good life, but the more specific question of what is my good life. Because at the end of the day, our hope at Capstone Academy is to help people live their very best lives. Take care of yourself. Be yourself. Rather than chasing around for the right people, being true to yourself will bring the right people to you. Explore, inquire, say yes to new opportunities, despite the fear or doubt. Feast. Trust yourself, your education, your upbringing, your experiences and passions, but also treat yourself. Feast. You deserve it. You're transitioning into adulthood. It is a process, but the genuine you will always prevail. There's a saying, a bird sitting in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch, but in her own wings. All of us in this space have helped you create and stabilize your foundation. All of us in this space can't wait to see you feast and all that comes from it. The people in this room, the extended friends and family not here, they all love you. Many have sacrificed for you, applauded at your accomplishments, propped you up in times of failure and disappointment. These people love you unconditionally, no matter what, and all are anxious to see you soar. At those times when you feel defeated, down, or just plain lonely, remember all the people who love you, care about you, pray for you, and only want the best for you, whatever that best self becomes. We have been rooting for you, cheering you on, preparing you for whatever is next. We are proud of you and know you are ready. Class of 2024, go forth and feast. Thank you. Now you will hear from one of your own, to whom you will probably relate to better than me, as she shares her own thoughts, advice, and well wishes for the class of 2024. Elizabeth has attended our school since the 9th grade. As her head of school, I have observed her to be a stellar student and a leader among her peers. Elizabeth has a strong sense of self-awareness and self-confidence, as well as a gracious, loving heart for humanity and animals, particularly saving the rhino. While working very hard and achieving academically, Elizabeth has also found time to lead through Capstone student clubs, providing support, encouragement, and leadership to the student body of Capstone. She makes time for charity work, service to the community, animal advocacy, and being a source of love and support to her friends and family. Elizabeth shared in the yearbook as her senior quote, one from Ralph Waldo Emerson, echoing much of the sentiment I just shared with you. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Elizabeth was voted by her peers as most likely to be president. Fitting, I would say. Elizabeth is Capstone's recipient also of this year's AJC Cup. The AJC Cup goes to the school's most outstanding high school senior as selected by the faculty and administration based on academic excellence, leadership, community service, and extracurricular involvement. Elizabeth will be attending Wake Forest University, go Deacs, with plans to study both environmental studies and dance. It is my honor to introduce to you Capstone Academy's valedictorian for the class of 2024, Elizabeth Cohen.
Hi. I wore these almost every day for a few months of senior year to win Senior Assassin, which is a water game almost like tag. So I thought it was fitting to bring them in today. But anyways, good afternoon. Hello, teachers, classmates, family, and friends. It is such an honor to be giving this speech to you all. We did it. We made it to graduation. I remember my very first day at Capstone. It was in the midst of COVID. We had a hybrid schedule at the time, but despite this, Capstone was so welcoming and greeted us with open arms. During these 4 years, I have felt so connected to my teachers and to my schoolwork. I have loved all of our projects and labs, like when we dissected the frog freshman year. We did skits in Spanish class, made presentations in history, and acted out plays in English. Even some of our tests have been enjoyable. Ignore their eye rolls. To all of this, I'm grateful to Capstone. I'm also incredibly grateful to Capstone for allowing me to dance to my full capacity. I dance 6 days a week and absolutely love it. I'm always on my toes with music and choreography in my head, and I'm so happy I was able to find Capstone to give me the balance I needed to become both a strong student and a strong ballerina. Next year, I will continue this balance at Wake Forest as I major in environmental science and minor in dance. I would like to thank Capstone for such an amazing opportunity as the balance I just described, the leadership roles Capstone has given me as the student council president and founder of Science Club, and the amazing people Capstone has brought into my life. I would love to thank all of my Capstone teachers. You have pushed me and always encouraged me to try my hardest. Thank you for listening to all my questions and preparing me for this next step. I would also like to thank the administration for helping me, especially this year, learn how to take initiative. I also want to thank my classmates. I have absolutely loved spending these last 4 years with you and hanging out, whether that be in the classroom, in Spain, Panama, or at Clint's house. Finally, I want to thank my family. Thank you for always standing right beside me, always holding my hand, for supporting me and encouraging me to be my best self, for making my dreams come true. Mama, you are my best friends, the one person who always gets me. Thank you for being the best, most encouraging, loving mom. To many more adventures to come, I love you to the moon and back. Now, about next year, I am so excited to see where each of my classmates goes and the amazing things I know they will do. Continue to put effort into everything you do and find innovative solutions to your struggles. Becoming adults is going to be difficult. It's already difficult, but keep persevering and you will all have amazing accomplishments. And with that, congratulations to the class of 2024.
We now move to the presentation of the graduates. And it's a tradition at Capstone that we have faculty members come and speak about each of the graduates. It has come to mean a lot, and I hope that you will appreciate the sentiment in it as well. So, Leif, I believe you're first.
Hi there. I'm Mr. Patterson. I do government and economics and finance and coding at Capstone. And I will start off to introduce Elizabeth again, who was just introduced very eloquently by Rick, but I'm going to introduce her one more time because she deserves a double introduction. Elizabeth is an easy one to praise, as I have rarely had the pleasure of working with such a remarkable student, especially one who has had such a similar path to my own. We both matriculated here in the Inman Park neighborhood. We both went to the children's school in Midtown. And then we both attended school in this very building, in fact. It was called the Little Middle School when she attended here 4 years ago, and it was called the Atlanta School when I attended here more years ago. Elizabeth's achievements are numerous. Student body president, valedictorian, National Honor Society leader, creator of Waffle Wednesdays, and winner of the AJC Cup, which honors students with exemplary academics, leadership, community service, and extracurricular involvement. She has attended summer programs in environmental science and photography at the prestigious Oxford University in England. She is an animal lover who has volunteered her time to help sick animals as far away as a rhino sanctuary in South Africa and as close to home as the Inman Park Animal Hospital, which is just right down the corner. That's not even to mention her prestigious ballet career, in which she is quite accomplished. She dances 6 days a week at the Dance Foundry in Decatur, performs frequently, and teaches classes for younger kids as well. She has also attended the intensive Joffrey Ballet summer program in New York City, where she honed her craft with some of the world's best. I could go on listing reasons to be proud of Elizabeth, but I have dinner plans later, so I'm gonna wrap things up. She is not just a high achiever in the classroom, she is also very friendly with a personable manner which brightens up every day. It was an honor to teach her, and I'm sure she will be a tremendous success in whatever field she chooses to pursue. They are very lucky to have her coming to Winston-Salem in the fall to attend Wake Forest. Go Deeks. Okay. Just keep going. Still waters run deep. This phrase comes to mind as I think of Alejandro Henry Jackson. He is an introvert by nature, but has a surprisingly deep reservoir of insight when he opens up. Alejandro came to Atlanta when he was 10 years old from Puerto Rico. He originally attended the Springmont Montessori School through middle school and came to Capstone in the 9th grade during the 2020-2021 academic year. He came to Capstone to work on his tennis, as he is a very skilled tennis player. This Capstone schedule also gave him time to work on his sport and to engage in other hobbies as well, like photography and getting a part-time job as a stocker at a grocery store. I originally had Alejandro in 2020 for government and economics class during that COVID year. So our first interactions were over a Zoom screen. Not the best way to start a school year, but we overcame anyway and got a lot of work done. Alejandro was a friendly, good-natured kid with strong computer science skills. I had him in my coding class a few years later, and he would often help out the other students who were having trouble grasping some of the concepts. He tells me that he still enjoys working with computers and using them not just for coding, but designing art projects as well. He has always demonstrated the qualities that you want in a student: paying attention, turning in work on time, helping out his fellow peers. Alejandro demonstrates leadership not by being loud and a vocal leader, but by modeling good classroom behavior and showing his classmates the right way to do things. I would love a classroom full of kids like Alejandro any day of the week. Alejandro leaves us now to start his freshman year of college, where he will attend the University of Buffalo in New York and looks to pursue media studies. They have a strong legacy up there in upstate New York in media studies, with alumni including notable media personalities like Wolf Blitzer, John Walsh, and Terry Gross. And we are hoping Alejandro will join their ranks someday soon. Go Bulls. Anbar Riaz has come to us here at Capstone all the way from Lahore in Pakistan. It's hard to imagine the challenges that she has overcome to get where she is in life. When I think about how it must feel to leave your native land behind and move across the world to a very different culture for just your senior year of high school, that fills me with anxiety and dread. Not Anbar, though. She hasn't missed a beat and has been a great student in my government and economics class this year, despite the fact that the class is in a foreign language for her, talking about a foreign government and a foreign economy. She has still outperformed most of my other students. Now, this may say something about your average American student's knowledge of the government, but it says even more about Anbar. She is a survivor she is strong, she is intelligent, and she is hardworking. She has been here in the States for long periods without her parents. Sometimes when nobody is there to take her to school, she Ubers herself in. She has had to work hard for many of the things that so many of us take for granted, leaving behind all that she knew to come here and make a better life for herself. She's going to take a gap year now where she can work on her interests such as painting, calligraphy, embroidery, and then apply to university both here or in Canada and in Pakistan. Personally, I hope she stays here in the States. We are so lucky as a country to have someone like Anbar enriching and building the diverse tapestry of our nation. Thank you. So this was my first year meeting Holly Smith, and I really enjoyed getting to know her. Holly started her schooling at the Lovett School, where her mother works, and she only came to Capstone in the 11th grade, but she has been on the periphery of the Capstone community for longer than that, as they are family friends of the Betts, with Rick even serving as the godfather of Holly's twin sister, Ellie. Thomas Edison said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks a lot like work." One admirable trait about Holly is her work ethic. She certainly has more employment experience than most students her age, whether serving as a lifeguard at Sweetwater or working the front of the house for the Chick-fil-A. She is not afraid of a hard day's work. She has also worked in theater production as a set designer and technical director at various times and is an avid lover of the stage. In addition, Holly demonstrates this strong work ethic in her classes by getting her schoolwork done on time and keeping up a high level of performance at school. One of my favorite things about Holly is how nice she is to the underclassmen. Many seniors can have a too cool for school attitude at times, but Holly is always very friendly and helpful to the younger kids, even the lowly freshmen. At a small intimate school like Capstone, this is so important. She will now head up to the blossoming town of Greenville, South Carolina, to attend Furman University in the fall. Go Paladins. I know that she has made her family proud, her parents, Meadow and Hop, sisters, Ellie and Ivy, and her Capstone family too, especially Rick and Stephanie. We are all rooting for you, Holly, and we know you will go on to do great things.
Hello, I'm Kellyanne Madiker. I get to teach everyone's favorite classes, physics and calculus. The ones everyone looks forward to the most. To start with, I am honored to introduce Kylie Curran. She is one of the hardest working students and most conscientious students I have had the pleasure of working with. She's already more accomplished than most with her acting and her academics. Despite however busy she might be, she handles it with grace, and she makes it look downright easy. She will be staying locally this year, next year, at Agnes Scott, where she's going to be studying creative writing, which I cannot think of a more fitting path. Congratulations, Kylie, and good luck. I am so excited that I get to present another truly talented and artistic person, Olivia Manning. Her strong work ethic really shines, especially through all of her truly creative pursuits. She has some of the best drawings I've ever seen and is just an absolute joy to be around. She's always working to create, always trying to make the world a more beautiful place. She'll be taking a gap year, traveling Japan, which is really awesome. So congratulations, good luck, and safe travels. Oh man, and finally I get to present Ami Nixish. She is a brilliant and logical young woman and a very quick learner. Her ability to multitask and to maintain her academics are second to none and will certainly be her most invaluable asset. She'll be going to Georgia Tech, which will no doubt be a challenge that she will have no trouble overcoming. Congratulations, good luck with studying neuroscience. You're gonna do fantastic.
Hello there. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Troy White. Taught most of them human anatomy. I always think about these the senior classes and these kids, and it's amazing what amazing young adults we have here. And that's a testament to the families and parents. I work with a lot of students and young adults outside of school. I have a high schooler of my own, a kid in college also, and so a lot of times I sit there and look at them and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Like, what's the world coming to? Say a little prayer that they survive, and you know, most of the time I think they will, but this group, there's no worry at all. I know that they're all going to do amazing out there in the world. So congratulations to all of you guys. So this next student that I get to present, David Decker, one of the quieter ones out there. You know, he doesn't say a lot, kind of has that little smile that pops up every once in a while. And so even though he's kind of low-keyed and doesn't say a lot, it doesn't tell the whole story. He's smart, he's determined, he's trustworthy, and maybe most important, he's a great friend to everybody in his class and other classes below him. You just see the way he really supports everybody at Capstone. It always makes me laugh. We'll be talking about either something in class or just anything in general, or even watching him, you know, talking with some of the friends in his class. And all of a sudden you see that smile come across, that little smirk. And you just know that brain's about to say something. And it kills me because it's a little zinger right there that you weren't expecting, but it's there. And so it's just amazing to me. I think his sense of humor, it always kind of sneaks up on you and kind of gets you right there. And it's those little moments that I always treasure. I feel lucky to be able to say I taught David. And I know UGA is going to be very, very lucky to have you there. So come on up. Congratulations. This next young lady constantly blows my mind time and time and time again. Violet Lorish, I'm in awe of this young lady. It was obvious from the get-go that she was going to be a great student. She's smart, she's a hard worker, she's dedicated, everything you want in a student. You know, she carried on the discussions, she had an opinion. It was fun to be able to kind of play devil's advocate sometimes with her and kind of get her thinking a different way. And it was great to have her in class. And then all of a sudden we find out that she's an accomplished violinist, going to go to school. And for that, then hearing about all the different auditions she would have to go on, and that whole thing just blows me away. And then later on, then we find out, oh wait, she's a speed skater also. Okay, there's that. And so then we start hearing, and then all of a sudden, oh well, I'm only speed skating because I'm being careful with my hands because of the violin, so I can't do roller derby anymore. What? Roller derby? Which I was kind of bummed because us, my family, and we've talked about going and watching roller derby. So all of a sudden I'm like, I'm there. And she's like, I'm not this year. So it kind of killed me. But so it blows me away how not just Violet, but all of our students, their interests are all over the place. So I know no matter what Violet does in the future, she is going to do amazing at it. FSU is super lucky and amazed that that's where you're going. I know there's a couple of other FSU people in here. Yeah, we'll let that go. No, I'm just joking. Violet, coming up. Congratulations. David, I didn't want to step down on the stairs for him because he makes me look so short, but Violet, I was okay with that. Okay, this next young man, Max Rodriguez. Another student, you just as a teacher, you pray that you get these type of kids, you know? He's one of those that has a brain that's just constantly working, constantly thinking, constantly trying to figure out things. And it's those that, the little things that he's always trying to figure out, the questions he asks, the discussions that he can help lead. It just makes the class that much better. When I found out he was going to Georgia Tech for engineering, couldn't think of a more perfect place. You know, that's just where he belongs. I'm excited to see what you do and your accomplishments. I know you're going to do incredible in the next 4 years. So, Max, come on up, man.
Hi, I'm Alex Luce, and I teach world history and U.S. history to the sophomores and juniors. And I'm going to talk to you today about 3 students. First, I'm thrilled to share a little bit about Addie Early. She came to Capstone in her junior year, and in that short time before graduation today, I have seen her develop a true love of learning. As we all know, joining a new school in your junior year isn't always easy, but by the second semester, Addie was pretty vocal in class, asking lots of questions and sharing her opinions. In the spring, when we began studying more modern U.S. history like Vietnam and the Civil Rights Movement, she pushed the class and me towards more critical thinking by asking interesting questions. I remember very vividly one day, she did so well on a particularly hard US history quiz, and I said to her, "You studied for this?" And she replied, "Yes, I did," proudly. My hope for you is that you take that same energy to your classes at Spelman next year, because if you do, I know you will succeed. We can't wait to hear about all you will accomplish. Congratulations to Addie Early. Our next graduate is Olivia Lynn, and I'm going to show you how I will always remember Olivia, which is like this. Because one time I asked her to take some pictures of the chaperones on our first day of our Europe trip last year in Budapest, and every picture came out beautifully, like the best pictures of us you will see. She's talented and creative, but I think our pictures were great because she made us smile. Her true talent is that she makes us feel comfortable, an energy she also brought into the classroom. I have a window in my room that doesn't look onto a garden, but instead looks onto the hallway. And I got my dose of sunshine every day this year when Olivia walked by, waving and smiling. A person like this will bring cheer and hope to every new arena you step into. All I can say is keep smiling, Olivia, and congratulations. And finally, I want to speak about the accomplishments of Emmy Santiago. Emmy is a very different person today from who she was 3 years ago when I first met her in my world history class. She has grown from a somewhat reserved student to one confident in her abilities, so much so that she sought out AP classes. When I started teaching AP US history, I inherited a huge pack of note cards of the 600 essential terms for US history. And I have to say, those note cards do not get a ton of use. Usually they're on my bookcase, ignored both by me and the students. However, before her exam last year, Emmy spent many afternoons in my classroom going over those note cards. As she's learned from her years studying dance, hard work pays off and brings confidence. She will carry that confidence with her when she heads to Fordham College in New York City this fall, and I can't wait to see how far it takes you. Congratulations, Emmy.
Hello, my name is Hika Anani, and I am the AP English Language and Composition teacher at Capstone, and you all have A's. And it's my honor to introduce our final 3 graduates, starting with Camilla Golden. The memory that I love the most from teaching Camilla this year has to do with Jolly Ranchers. Every teacher wants their students to learn and be engaged in their lessons, to find their classroom to be a safe place. Camilla was on the quieter side, at least in class, and I wasn't sure how comfortable she was or how much she was taking away from our earlier sessions. But one day, as I was droning on about Space Cat or the Tolman model or something boring like that, I saw her quietly reach for my jar of Jolly Ranchers that I use as a reward for students to soothe my sore throat at the end of the day, and yes, sometimes to bribe students into being quiet. Always the middle schoolers, never the seniors. She grabbed the one she wanted and then proceeded to offer my candy to the student sitting next to her. This trait, I was so happy to see that she was finally comfortable reaching out for the things that she wanted in my room. This trait is exemplified in how she approached her academics as well. Camilla showed great work ethic in class, turning in thoughtful work written in her even and perfectly formed handwriting that is the envy of my first period 7th grade girls. The work ethic and attention to detail showed up again when she confidently presented her constructive on the ethics of hunting during our debate unit, a topic that I don't think was her favorite, but which she argued with solid research. Camilla, it is this quiet confidence and hard work that I know will serve you well as you study nursing at Auburn University. We are sad to see you go, but we know you will do great things. Congratulations. The best word to describe our next graduate, B. Golson, to describe teaching her in her final year at Capstone is lovely. From the day that I met her, I was impressed with her kindness and empathy toward others and the world around her. She approaches people and situations with a gentleness that many of us would love to have. However, make no mistake, that gentleness is fueled by passion and firm conviction about how people and the planet should be treated. From her interest in environmental preservation to her work at the Georgia Aquarium to founding Capstone's DEAI Club, Bee has shown that she puts her convictions into practice by cultivating the kinds of spaces where all will be welcomed and nourished. To this gentleness and conviction, she adds hard work and curiosity. She's never shy to contribute to class conversations, even as she's still trying to figure out her own understanding of the topic. When given the opportunity to create her own practice prompt for the AP exam, she changed her project subject days into the process because she felt she already had too strong an opinion on the topic and wanted to pick one that would allow her the chance to learn about what she didn't already know. So to your gentleness and conviction, hard work and curiosity, Bee, we add our congratulations on your accomplishments and our best wishes for all your future endeavors as you leave Capstone. We will miss you, but know that you will shine at Loyola University in Chicago. Our final graduate is Jayla Njai, the Capstone 2024 class salutatorian. My first introduction to Jayla was on the Europe trip last spring break. Ms. Luce had just confirmed that Jayla was sick and would not be able to go with us. This news was bemoaned by both students and teacher chaperones. At the time, I was in the downstairs bubble that is middle school and asked, "Who is Jayla?" I was answered with, "Oh, she's so cool. She's the best. And she's really great. You'd love her." So no clear identifiers to actually help me pick her out in a crowd. But in the fall, when I began teaching AP language, the superlatives were proven true. Jayla is intelligent and perceptive, kind and humorous, a truly genuine person comfortable in her own skin. She read our text thoughtfully, participated in discussions with an openness to learn, and wrote smartly about topics that showed she took the time to carefully consider and draw conclusions instead of just rushing to finish the assignment. She was dual enrolled at Oglethorpe, and it was clear that she enjoyed the challenge of the course she shared with me, as she shared with me about what they were reading and writing. Jayla works hard because it is part of who she is, whether as a student, an athlete, or in just being a good human to the people around her. Jayla, I will miss seeing your smile through Mr. Patterson's doorway as I head next door to first period each morning after my inevitable final run to the copier. Good luck as you head to Vanderbilt University to study neuroscience. They will soon have the chance, They will soon have the chance to learn about you what we at Capstone already know. You are so cool, the best, really great. They're gonna love you.
Impressive humans, impressive. In just a moment, I'm going to make the proclamation of our graduates. After that, graduates, if you will, proceed out if everybody else will let them go, and then we will all meet out in the front for pictures. And graduates, after your pictures, please come back in and get your things and deposit your caps and gowns, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the Capstone Academy graduating class of 2024.